What's up, guys? Lennon Bone here with soundandpatternsmusic.com. Thanks so much for being here. If this is your first time on the channel, I want to say welcome. It's really good to have you here. Today is kind of an experiment for me. I'm trying out a couple different things. I've got like a new lighting setup, a new color thing happening on the camera. I'm trying out this little lav mic just because I want something that I can use in more of a run and gun situation if I'm filming something outside, just to get some better audio. So I'm just trying some things today. And yeah, if you've never been here, I created this channel to help people make better music, help you make better music, help you make that music a larger part of your full-time income. And I've been doing this channel here for about 7 months now. And at the making of this video, I have 333 subscribers. And I couldn't be more excited about the growth that I've seen start to happen, even at such a small level in this channel. And I'm so pumped to have those of you that are watching all the time engaging and just leaving comments about things. And I'm sorry if I'm not better sometimes about getting back to you. I'm trying to like really get my ducks in a row. And that kind of brings me to the reason for this video. This video, I want to talk a little bit about the idea of creativity as a whole and the idea of getting past some creative roadblocks that we might have. And this is a new style of content that I actually want to do some more of, which is just really digging into sort of the psychological aspects and the things that we just deal with on an everyday basis, the things that take over our mind and keep us from being our most productive selves. You know, I knew the moment that I started this channel, I wanted to do it to help people that were like me, that were freelance musicians, that were freelance producers, that were trying to make a living to either support themselves, you know, maybe they're up and coming producers, up and coming freelancers, trying to make a living to support themselves and eventually their family, and they want to do this for the rest of their lives. You know, that's the game I'm trying to play. And I've been very fortunate to be playing that game at this level for the past 7 or 8 years. And, you know, there was a time, varying times in there where I would have to pick up, you know, a regular job, serving, working at a gym. I mean, I know that's hard to believe, but I actually did work at the front desk of a gym. But, you know, for the past 4 years, I think I haven't had to have a day job. And I remember when I started digging into doing full-time production and I left being on tour all the time, my buddy Kyle and I had this conversation about a thing called imposter syndrome, and maybe you've heard of this. This is something where, you know, no matter what we do or what we're working on, we feel like it's not good enough. We feel like we aren't living up to whatever grandiose thing we have in our head, and therefore we either stop what we're doing and end up just quitting, or we push ahead and get past it and just kind of dig through the trenches until we see something on the other side. And when we were having this conversation, my friend and I, what I remember is that, you know, I was getting more into commercial writing and I was getting more into selling music to like stock music websites and doing some stuff like that. And I just didn't feel like I could do it. And I was doing it. And I remember I was working on writing and I'd written a song with this girl and you know, I just thought, there's no way that I'm good enough at these things. And then, you know, fast forward 3 years and this song that I had done with this girl 3 years ago ends up making me the biggest paycheck that I've ever gotten in my life. And she ends up being a Grammy nominee, and her name's K-Flay, and I'm so fortunate to have worked with her in any form or fashion, even at the level that I did. And you know, we landed this commercial in Germany that did really well for both of us, and that gave me an opportunity to come do this. And when I knew that I had some time where I didn't have to make money, I left the things that I was used to. I decided to take a chance and pivot and work on the social media side because I knew that social media was going to benefit me at some point. And now here I am, just like I was, a few years ago, where I'm 7 months in, and even though I'm seeing a little growth, I'm having these moments of imposter syndrome where I'm like, you don't have the knowledge that you think you do. You can't actually do this. You're not impacting anybody. Nobody really cares about what you have to say, right? And I hope that that's not true. I hope that there are people here that are being impacted by some of the stuff that I'm putting out. And that kind of brings me to why I'm doing this style of video, because I feel like it's so important to talk about these things. Vulnerability is important in creativity. And if we're not able to be vulnerable with ourselves and others, then I don't think we can really put out things that are actually going to impact them. So whether that be music, whether that be videos like this, being creative in this realm, whatever it is, we have to be honest and truthful to people. And so I just want to kind of tell you guys that that's where I'm at, that I'm feeling this weight a little bit of not being able to do enough for you all. And I finally have made a plan in the last week on sort of the style of content that I want to continue with from here. This being one of them, sort of more raw, less cut and less produced stuff, just kind of talking about creativity, talking about the things that I'm personally working through, and then hopefully starting a dialogue with you. And so that's where this sort of leads me. I ended up having a meeting today with a couple of guys that are YouTubers. I'm going to put their links in the description below, and they're in a Video Ranking Academy class that I'm in, which is Sean Cannell's class, and I'll also link him below. He's taught me a ton of stuff. But we had this meeting, and all of us were kind of talking about our frustrations and where we were at, and just where we felt like we were falling short. And it was so fascinating to hear other people talk about it. And I just left fired up again, just knowing that I'm not alone out here trying to do these things, trying to do new things, trying to build my business in a new way. And I came back here and I changed my thumbnail from the last video and started making this video right away, and just wanted to be honest with you guys. And it just made me want to ask you guys, like, what are you dealing with creatively? What's your biggest struggles right now? And let's start a dialogue in the comments section below. Let's give some encouragement to each other. And I just want to create more of a family atmosphere here for those of you that are sticking around and watching most of these videos. And so please feel free to comment more. Feel free to take ownership of these videos. These videos are for you. They are not mine once they are released. So please, I hope that we can create a family here. And I really look forward to putting out hopefully a lot more content. I want to be more consistent as I can. I want to be forgiving of myself. And I would encourage you guys to do the same. Be forgiving of yourself. Allow yourself to know that you're worth a lot more than you give yourself credit for, and go and make something and put it out there. It doesn't matter if it's the best thing you've ever done, just make it. I'll see you guys soon. If you dig this, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you get all the videos coming up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.